Rolls Royce and all that. I think that corruption is endemic. When I said, is it part of our culture, I was being sarcastic. I hope you remember that. I wasn't saying it's part of our culture. I'm not being sarcastic about whether corruption is part of our culture. And I was defining that in the sense that I was taught in the university that culture is a way of life of a people. So if corruption is part of our life system, then therefore we can claim that it's part of our culture. By the way, you remember in the past, in 2006, 2005, what was the mantra? Resource. Where is it now? So are we controlling our resources? Is oil in our hand? If tomorrow President Goodluck Jonathan departs from office, won't the majority of people still take the resources? Why are we not talking about it now? Are we controlling our resources? Or is it because it's our turn to chop? There are issues to address in the country. Now, nobody's talking about resource control. Even Femi Falana those days, when he used to support South-South, oh, we're marginalized, we're oppressed. Now, nobody's hearing the South-South is oppressed. Have they stopped oppressing us? Do we all have federal rules? Do we all have water? So what has changed that we're no longer talking about resource control? Now, the nation has given us power, is it not? They have given us power, is it not? Have we changed the constitution to make us now control our resources? So why haven't we? Why haven't we? That's the question. We need to address these issues. We need to address that resource control we've been talking about before. The reason for which they say we fought was to do what? They say the militancy in the South was to do what? To control our resources. Now they have given us the resources. Oh yeah. Say you produce fuel. We produce oil. Now you hold the oil. Tell us how to share the oil. Have we changed that? If tomorrow there's a new president, will this operation not continue? You know what Nigerians have done to the South people? They have just done one thing that at the end of the administration of a South president, you cannot talk about resource control again. It's finished forever. I hope you know that. Because if you don't give yourself that resource control, will another person give it to you? Finally, because we all have to go, or two more issues before we go. Some of you here have talked about laws. There is nothing on earth that we have not made law about in Nigeria. Nothing. Not even to go to, on the streets, you go and ease yourself. There is a law against that. The problem is what? Enforcement. And the only institution to enforce the law, there might be others to assist it, is the what? The police. And if the federal government hijacks the police, and police will only do the things that the federal government tells them to do, what else? You know, Mbu was here. You remember Mbu? Doing everything and nothing happened. Somebody told me a story last night, how Mbu came to a party. They were present. And he said, see me now, am I a bad man? I'm here now. I'm here. You see, I'm a very good man. Systems don't depend on individuals. Oh, Governor Mechi is a good man. When we begin to attach good governance to morals, then we fail. You know that? Good governance is a requirement of the law. The moment you go against the law, then the system must be able to push you out. There are two ways to push you out. Either the system talks about impeachment, or three ways. Impeachment. If you're not impeached, then you leave after your tenure. If you don't leave after your tenure, then you do what they did in Ukraine. Now, let's talk about Ukraine, and that's to the young girl who spoke. There was a day the temperature was either minus 20. And those people were still sitting. Minus 20. When I go to UK and it's 8 degrees, I'm inside the house, I won't come out. But at -20, the citizens of Ukraine were outside demanding justice. In Nigeria, just one bullet in the air, everybody's wrong. Everybody. How many persons died in Ukraine? They said 100, right? Nigeria, you won't kill one person, just shoot into the air. Everybody's on the run. Now, and that's finally, I told you 2 issues, and that's finally. You know that the Constitution is very clear about how to remove a governor. You know that? The Constitution says only by impeachment or you serve out your tenure, or by the court, okay. But you also know that in this era of suspension, a governor can be removed from office by suspension. Have you thought about that? No, if you're saying no. That's how we also thought it was impossible to remove the CBN governor. They can actually look up here now. I hereby that the Constitution says impeachment, didn't mention suspension. You understand? Since the Constitution didn't mention suspension, I hereby the ingredient of democracy is what? Freedom of speech. That's what guarantees me the right to be part of Nigeria. But let's ask ourselves that final question. Is Nigeria democratic or we are a civilian regime? We are what? God bless you. I welcome you to Nigeria and God bless you.
Well, thank you very much, the Governor of Rivers State. I would also like to thank our distinguished guests. It's a pleasure to have you in Rivers State. Former Foreign Secretary Jack Straw, thank you so much for being here. John Gerard Broughton, sir, thank you as well. And Steve Chan, it's been a pleasure having you moderate this discussion. Thank you for being here. And finally, we'd like to have the vote of thanks by the Secretary to the State Government, Honorable George Faye. A hand of applause as he comes on.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, mine is a very, very brief task. And I'm here to say thank you to our distinguished and very august visitors who have come here to share experiences and thoughts with us. We say thank you very much for taking the pains and all that it has taken to be here with us. We say thank you. And to other distinguished persons that are here, members of the National Assembly, we won't forget our Excellency and Deputy, the Chairman of the occasion, our traditional rulers, and other distinguished members of the audience. We just say thank you that you have been able to honor us with your presence and participated effectively. And we wish you safe journey as you live here. And please participate in the lunch that is taking place behind you there as you leave. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, sir. May we all rise for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.